The history of Jack the Ripper has been shrouded in mystery for more than a century and a half. A serial killer that struck fear throughout the East End of London in 1888, the Ripper shocked the world with its brutality and lack of remorse. The identity of Jack the Ripper has been a topic of debate for many years, but there has yet to be a definitive answer as to who Jack the Ripper truly was. In 1888, tensions were high in the East End of London and the working-class population lived in crowded and impoverished conditions. It was during this time that Jack the Ripper began his killing spree. Over the span of 3 months, 5 murders were attributed to the infamous killer. The first victim of the Ripper was Mary Ann Nichols, an elderly woman who was discovered mutilated and stabbed to death on August 31. The second victim was Annie Chapman, found 2 weeks after the first, on September 8. Just 2 days later, Elizabeth Stride and Catherine Eddowes were found with their throats cut and their bodies mutilated. On November 9, the final known victim by Jack the Ripper was Mary Jane Kelly, who had also been savagely cut and stabbed to death. The media, public, and law enforcement speculated wildly about the possible identity of the killer. A number of suspects were brought up, including a doctor named Francis Tumblety, Montague John Druitt, and a Polish Jew named Aaron Kosminski. Though theories have been raised about the identity of Jack the Ripper, no definitive evidence has been presented to indicate who the murderer was. The legacy of Jack the Ripper is one that continues to haunt the world today. It is considered one of the first modern serial killings, and its brutality and mystery have become the inspiration for countless books, movies, and TV shows. Jack the Ripper has become a living legend, and the mystery behind his identity remains unsolved to this day. Though no evidence exists to definitively prove the identity of Jack the Ripper, the legacy and impact of his killing spree continue to be felt today. Despite his turbulent and violent past, the Ripper has taken on the status of an urban legend, and his legacy continues to grow in modern culture.